When watching the news and logging into social media, it seems like all I can find is hate. People are judged for everything: family, education, appearance, sexuality. It is overwhelming that the world is so large and I am one person. I may see a post that is spreading hate, but there is nothing that I can do about it. And there may be a social justice issue, but I alone cannot change the laws. When it comes to making a difference at such a young age, I need someone to look up to. This is a quote from one of my favorite people. I am not a depressed person, but I am saddened by how people treat one another and how we are so shut off from one another and how we judge one another when the truth is we are all one connected thing. Ellen DeGeneres has been such a huge role model to all those that agree all humans are connected in such a way, yet we treat each other so negatively. Have you ever watched something negative happen and turned your head? Have you ever considered speaking up, yet refrained? It is hard to stand up for what is right when so many people are pushing against you, saying the task is too big and you are too small. Ellen DeGeneres is not just a comedian. She's a passionate minority who is willing to fight for what is right and for what all humans deserve, to be treated equally, kindly, and with dignity. Ellen is a role model for all people who believe that true kindness can be what connects us, no matter our differences. The world is full of hate, but with the support of others, our lives don't have to be full of hate. Ellen has always been a spokesperson for love, kindness, and equality. There are numerous examples that can be given for this point. Ellen DeGeneres is someone who not just I, but everyone should aspire to be more like. Ellen has lived a life full of fighting against the harsh world of being a minority, but she always remains kind to everyone, no matter what. Ellen is someone who not just I, but everyone should aspire to be more like. When Ellen was younger, she dreamed of being a veterinarian, but she was not book smart, so she gave up. Lucky for us, though, once during a public speaking event, Ellen found herself frightened by the crowd and used humor to get through the experience. She was a hit and was offered up stand-up comedy gigs. One day, the Tonight Show starring Jimmy Carson sent a booking agent to catch her on one of her acts. She was asked to come back on The Tonight Show, and then she soon began making several appearances on talk shows, popular ones such as The Late Show with David Letterman, The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, The Oprah Winfrey Show, and Good Morning America. Her appearances were hits, so she started her own talk show. But in April 1997, Ellen became the first lead in sitcom history to openly acknowledge her homosexuality on air. This created a huge movement for homosexuality all across America, but it also created a huge controversy, which eventually led to her show being canceled. Luckily, though, in 2003, Ellen re-aired and has been extremely popular ever since. Beyond being a leader in the LGBTQ movement and beyond being a stand-up comedian, Ellen is also a kindness warrior. Through Ellen's TV show, she has raised thousands of dollars for research, for things that don't even affect her personally, such as breast cancer research, survivors of Hurricane Katrina, schools, and her own viewers in need. Ellen has won multiple People's Choice Awards for her talk show, but is constantly told it is because of the love and kindness she spreads, which should be a good thing, but when she's told this, she's quoted being almost confused. She says, "It is a little strange to actually get an award for being nice and generous and kind, which is what we're all supposed to do with one another." That is the point of being a human. She goes on to say, "We have a lot of people watching in different countries, and I want everyone to know that we really, really love one another. Deep down, we all love one another, and we need to get back to that. We need more of that right now in the world. That is what most of us feel. It is easy to let other actions affect us. It is easy to fall into the flow of hatred and evil. Ignoring people when they need help is much easier than reaching out a hand. When others are speaking negatively about someone, it is easy to not say anything. When something is truly just not right, it is hard to speak up, but we must. Each and every person on this earth is facing a different battle, a battle with others or a battle with themselves. There are always details that we do not and cannot know. It is our responsibility as humans to stay kind. Speak up for what is right, love one another, and simply be kind. As Ellen would say, being nice and generous and kind, that's what we're all supposed to do with one another. That's the point of being a human.